trying to find a good place for my camera. This sun out here is just so baking. Thanks everybody for joining me. I really appreciate it. Welcome to my Sunshine Shoulders live stream. I'll get us a good spot in just a second. I got a good one now. Okay, here we go. Can everybody hear me? Hey, from snowy Colorado, how's it going? This is crazy. Hey, Stone Cold. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me and see me. This is the first time I'm trying to do this in portrait. It's so daggone hot here, man, I tell you. But remember, we're in the Philippines. I'm not going to complain. For the last few minutes, I'm going to go on the beach. Yeah, I'm Oceanside, Stone Cold. Okay, thank you. Late on Mollify, hope I got your name right. I'll wait till a few more people get on here before I get started. Yeah, it's not many people out today. I was reading where all the tourist spots in the Philippines are suffering, man. Hey, Gip. Hey, Brian. What's up, Wine? Demetrius Boyd, what's going on? Checking in from Chicago. Hey, Sal, what's going on, man? You still working or are you taking off today? You can't get all the money, Sal. Yeah, I got some information. Hey, James Lyons, what's going on? Okay, Leighton is cool. All right, Leighton. The Toronto Skyscraper blog. What's up, brother? Anton. Hollywood Baby from Atlanta. What's going on, man? I'm going to introduce y'all to a bunch of women toward the end. If they're still sitting over there. They said they want to be on my my live. What's going on, Sam? Hey, D. Oh, okay. Stone Cold said he got his second Moderna shot. Roy Faulkner, what's up in South Carolina? George Mason, John. Collectibles for you. Glock 34. Hey, what's up, man? Dennis. Hey, Carmen. What's going on, sis? You headed toward Mexico yet? Oh, the sound and visuals, great. Hey, thank you. Juan said, I'm ready for beautiful women. He said, Thomas, what's up, bro? Winchester, Tennessee. You know, they got a Winchester, Kentucky in not far east of Lexington. What's up, Ingram? JH in the house, North Carolina. Ramos Lambert, just wondering, but can I work there for some type of money? Man, you must have read my mind. My video I'm going to upload today is 5 of my best ideas for foreigners to make money in the Philippines. You know, sort of like that title, but everybody knows I'm against people working and opening business over here, but people have been twisting my arm, so I came up with 5 boots on the ground ideas that you can, you know, earn some money over here, because you can't make any money unless you work at the U.S. Mint. Those are the only people that make money. All the rest of us, we got to earn it. But yeah, I did a video on them. I uploaded it today, brother. You read my mind. Hey, man, what's going on, man? You looking relaxed? I am relaxed. This is my last day. We'll be leaving in the morning. What's up, Brett? The wonders of life makes me wonder. He says, Hey, Jacqueline Harris. Hello, Calvin from Shaw Air Force Base, South Carolina. Thanks for your service. I was in the Navy. I couldn't handle it. I did 4 years. I got out. I wish I'd have stayed in here. Hey, thanks. They've got a good signal here. I'm using my data, though. Ramos Lambert, what's going on? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to upload that for you today. Amen. Interview Mirror Calvin for us. She's not here. And she has a boyfriend now, from what I heard. He's a big shot. Hey, Ramos Lambert, thank you for that super sticker. He's a big shot in Washington, D.C. So I don't want to ruffle no feathers, but yeah. Juan said his first trip to PI was Subic Bay, Club Point, 1988. Well, I tell you what, there's a lot of stories about Subic Bay. You dirty puppy, what's going on? Hey, I want to say rest in peace to Marvelous Marvin Hagler. I got the bad news this morning that he passed away. You, E-Deuce, what's going on? Oh, hello. He said you freezing up. Sorry, man. You know, it's the Philippines. But yeah, I want to say rest in peace to Marvelous Marvin Hagler. I got the bad news this morning when I woke up. You know, he was big time superstar in my early days. Yeah, Marvin Hagler died, man, 66 years old. I'm shocked. It hurt me, man. I remember watching, hey, the realist, what's going on? David Madrick, thanks for that super chat, brother. Checking in from Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, I remember paying for one of my first times pay-per-view, 1987. I was living in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I paid for that Sugar Ray Leonard Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Hey, Sam Lou Allen, thank you for that super sticker. Man, I appreciate it, brother. Hey, Daryl, what's going on? Yeah, I was in the Navy, man. I'm proud of myself, too. If I could do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing. Lamont Smith, what's up? Thanks for that super chat. What's up, Calvin? You looking rested, brother. Looks beautiful over there. I'm going to give y'all some views in a minute. Man, this daggone sun went down a little bit. Daryl said Marvelous and Hearns was the fight. Yeah, it was. That Sugar Ray fight, that was like a scam back in them days. Sugar Ray ran all night. Royston Pierre says, have you checked out Paradise Resort? Great view from there. I haven't. You know, actually, I'm on a staycation here. Hey, Demetrius Boyd, thanks for that super sticker. Clayton Murray said Hagler versus Mugabe also. I didn't see that one. But I'm on a staycation, really. I can't leave the premises of my resort, to be honest with you. I'm breaking protocol now for you guys. So if I get locked up, I want y'all to bail me out. Demetrius Boyd's got a question. Hold on, brother. Let me get you in here. He says, I have an odd question for you. I'm 26 and not allowed to get a vasectomy here because I'm not old enough and I'm not married. Are we allowed to get a vasectomy out there? I'll be a stepdad one day. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, brother. I don't know if you want to get a vasectomy here. It might turn out to be what do you call it? A transition. Hey, Gib, thanks for that super sticker, man. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, you don't want a vasectomy over here. It might turn into a transition. Demetrius. Yeah. I wouldn't trust it over this way. I tell you what, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. You 26, yeah. If you don't want any kids, man, you at that ripe age too. And then if you come over here, I mean, really. What's going on, Sal? Clayton Mary says, are you saying they might snip too much? Yeah. James Lance, man, you got jokes last time, man. I ain't forgot that. You guys are funny. Promise Lambert said you might get neutered. Yeah, I wouldn't. You know, because they're curious about American men over here anyway. If you know what I mean. And they might get jealous and do it on purpose. So no, just wrap it up, brothers, what I can tell you, and, talk it over with the missus. Because, they're against birth control over here. This is a Roman Catholic, man, it's strict Roman Catholic. Brian Spencer said, Calvin, it's hard to get medicine over there. It's not, but they may not have everything you're looking for over here. But no, they've got an extensive pharmacy list. They got pharmacies everywhere. What's going on, Sal? I got another shout out from North Carolina, man. My ex must be thinking about me. Because, boy, she's over there. Hey, Royce Waston. He said, you welcome, Calvin. I'm out of Louisville as well. I went to DuPont Manual. Wow. Lived in the West End. Gip, I went to Central High School. I grew up in the West End on Cypress Street. Then we moved to 34th and Garland. That's where I lived when I went into the Navy. I got out of the Navy, and then I moved to Cincinnati. Lived there for 6 years, almost 7. And then I moved to Lively Shavely. Sal says, how hot is it right now? Well, if you go out there in that sun, Sal, it's about 85. But here where I am with this breeze, it's cool breeze. It's probably about 80. Hey, Chris from Winston-Salem. JX says, let's see. What's up, Curtis from Quezon City? I'll be glad when they open this thing back up. And I got some news. I'm glad you guys are on here now. I want to read this. This is from the Manila Times. A lot of my updates I get from the Manila Times. Hey, Richard Walker, Simplified Calvin, retired U.S. Marine. Thank you, brother, for your courage and your sacrifice, man. I'm going to tell you something. When I went into the Navy at 18, I had 2 specifications, 2 requirements. Not to join the Army and not to join the Marines because of the boot camp. That Navy boot camp was easy, man. And that's the reason I went into the Navy, brother. I'm not going to lie to you. Because it had an easy boot camp. But here's what, in his, government spokesman Harry Roque Jr. on Friday said the government was eyeing the reopening of the economy this April. President Duterte says he will order the easing of pandemic restrictions and the further reopening of the economy if the number of individuals inoculated with the anti-coronavirus disease vaccine hit 1 million. Well, at the rate they're going, it may not happen because in 10 days they have inoculated 145,000 people. They said at that rate it's going to take the Philippines 15 years to reach herd immunity. They did get a big shipment from Moderna the 7th of this month. They get ready to ramp it up though, man. They get ready to open it back up. Yeah, they got 13 million doses from Moderna. The Lone Ranger said, believe it when you see it. Absolutely. You know, I'm boots on the ground over here. Hey, thanks, Priest Dojan, for the super sticker. I'm boots on the ground over here. The number one saying is this: expect the unexpected in the Philippines. One, Hernandez Jr. says the cost is the landing. No, it's going to be free for Filipino citizens. Bill Pruitt says, why do all the good expats seem to move to the south? Let's see. He says something about he's in Luzon. But I'm going to tell you, they've got a nice community up there in Angeles City from what he said, most I've encountered in North Luzon are just perverts. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Bill. But they're more spread out down here. Joshua Bernard says, Army and Air Force here. All right, brother. Thank you for your courage and your sacrifice. Simple Fire Stick Tutorial says, I'm ready to come back. Man, I'm going to tell you, it's lonely over here. Any talk of mandatory vaccines for foreigners. I have Freedom Abroad says that. I haven't heard that. But I believe you're going to need that vaccine to get in the Philippines, because Philippines is one of only 2 countries who are going to mandate that vaccine passport. And I know it's controversial, but you know, the Philippines is very conservative over here, man. And I'm not going to knock it because I'm COVID free. They kept me COVID free, but yeah, they're very conservative. And you know, when you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do. Frank Ellis said Air Force boot camp's a lot easier, 8.5 weeks. Man, you should have told me that in 1981, Frank, because that Navy boot camp. Flint Doc says, what about you, Calvin? Can't you get a vaccine shot? The vaccine in the VA in Manila? I probably could if they're giving them in Manila, you know, at that outpatient clinic. You know, but it's just such a hassle for me to get to Manila right now with all the protocol and everything. Ingram Davis says, Sunshine Shoulders, where do you get a COVID passport? Well, you don't need a COVID passport, a vaccine passport. Once it goes into law, you'll be able to upload it on your phone, Ingram. But again, I'm gonna suggest to you guys to get some COVID insurance. Sincerely, M says, peace and love, Calvin. Peace and love, sincerely, M. Richard Walker says, yes, everybody quarantined. Marvin Carter, hey, Calvin, how do you show the Philippines that you have been vaccinated? Well, you're probably going to be able to upload that on your phone. Or you're going to have you got that card, right? That Ingram showed me his card. But you're going to have proof that you have. But also make sure you check that box, ladies and gentlemen, when you buy your ticket for that. It's only a few extra dollars, man, for that travel insurance, and then a few extra dollars for the COVID insurance. But if you fly Cathay Pacific over here, they're including their COVID, man, they got a good COVID policy that they're including free with the price of their ticket. Sincerely M says, good, you're not having a problem. Yeah, I may just move here, and so I won't have a problem with my Wi-Fi. Marvin Carter, thank you, brother. Yeah, thank you. And thank you for those emails, man. You know, they're encouraging. But yeah, get that COVID insurance just to protect you, because just because you've been inoculated doesn't mean you can't transmit it to somebody else. And so, you know, even though you got the vaccine, guys, you're not cured. Make sure that you still use the mask and all that. Jason Kincaid says, do you use credit cards when you go out? Only cash. When I go out, I only use cash. I got one credit card over here, my Capital One. Doesn't charge me any overseas fees or anything like that. I only use that at the grocery store. I'm very leery over here, these, you know, because, you know, I'm serious. Jason, I would be real leery, man, I tell you. ATM cards versus credit cards. I would say credit cards because that way you can contest it, and the credit card doesn't take it out right away. If you see something that's not right, you can you get a chance to correct it. Well, yeah, they are. He says credit cards. He says Pan-African black man going his own way. A1 black man says credit cards are easily manipulated. Well, I just don't trust a lot of the people over here. The workers, you're talking about a lot of places where you go out to eat, they're only earning about 100 to 200 pesos a day. So I'm going to use the information my mother used to give me. She says, you got to keep an honest man honest. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, the Trey Diggity Show said, what's up? Yeah, I keep an honest man honest. I won't tempt them. Yeah, Demetrius Boyd is right. Only at major malls and different things like that do I use my credit cards, grocery stores. Clayton says a nice shady spot under the trees there, Calvin. Portrait is good. Thank you. Yes, it's nice. I was going to walk along the beach, and I will in a minute, but if the sun goes down. If you look behind me, we may have to find another way back tomorrow. If the waves are like this, those little pump boats are not going to be able to operate. Hey, Cal Damon, he said Alaska's in the house if those waves are like that. Freedom Abroad says, is it hard to find a good gym there? No. What y'all going to realize when you get over here is Filipinos are fitness fanatics, and they have a lot of gyms, man. And what I like about the gyms over here is the personal trainers are free. Hey, Sia, Renz, DP, thanks for that super sticker. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the personal trainers here are free. When you go to the gym, man, those guys, and a lot of them are world-class fitness trainers and bodybuilders. They'll give you that information for free. I had gotten so big that my girlfriend told me stop going to the gym. Because I had never really lifted weights before, and those guys were showing me the proper technique, the proper reps, the proper exercises. Man, I looked like the Incredible Hulk, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, I did. And she said, you're getting too big. Juan Hernandez Jr. said, I thought you got there on the bus. I did, but remember, I'm gonna show you something. If you can see behind me, this is my right shoulder. You see that island? That's the main island that you arrive on the bus. Then you have to ride a bunker boat, or I call them a pump boat over here. Hey, Ping, Dallas says, hey, Calvin, I like your channel. I'm Ping, your follower, Filipino. Well, wow, that's and a Filipino living in Vancouver, Canada. Oh, wow. Thank you. That means a lot. Derek Irvin said, hey, Calvin, how's the house building going for baby Denise? We finished. And you can go on my YouTube channel. You can see that last video we made over there. It turned out great to me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie to you. But you have to go back and refresh your memory. I've got all the videos there, and I'll put them in a link if you want me to. Just to show you how those people, how they were living before we somehow showed up. I can't even remember how I even got their name. John said you got some Ronnie Coleman genetics. I do, man. I got that from my father. Rest in peace. What's going on, John Welton from North Carolina? I seen a question I wanted to answer. He said, Clayton, the Navy gets the gravy. Easy boots on the ground camp. Absolutely. That's why I went, man. It was easy, too. James, what's up from Miami? You know Eric Terry down in Miami? James? Cal Dedman says, hey Cal, did they open the country for tours? They are reporting that on Geo's channel. Not for tours. That's not true. If that was the case, now, they've always been open for certain, if you have certain visas, 13A, SRV, student visa, if you own a business over here, valid buying visa, you're a Filipino national. Hey Sam, he said Facebook Sunshine Shoulders. Yeah, go to my Facebook and check out what we're doing. Gio said domestic tourism. Yes, they are opening up domestic tourism. And remember guys, that's the backbone of this industry over here. They're opening it up. I was just reading today where Negros Occidental, where I am now, you can come here from another region of the Philippines. They're opening it up, but you need that reverse MERS, you got to get assaulted, let me put it like that, to come over here. You got to take that RT-PCR test 3 days prior to get in Negros Occidental. Now Cebu is different. They've opened Cebu all the way up really for people. If you coming from the same quarantine level, because they have quarantine levels here as Cebu province. Now this is Cebu province. This isn't Cebu city. It's not Talisay, and it's not Lapu-Lapu, but it's the island of Cebu. You don't need anything but a medical certificate, which is a 5-minute process, and pass the symptoms test. But yeah, they're opening up slowly but surely. Duterte, like I said, I read it to you, I quoted him. He says he will order the easing of the pandemic restrictions. You know, once the amount of people reach 1 million, but hell, in 10 days they did 145,000, guys. That's a lot. They better get the rocking. Hey, Timothy Bright, thanks for that super sticker. He said, I hope to meet you next year. He says, oh, he's coming next year. Some Americans are taking the pandemic seriously. Oh yeah, I am too. Cal, does the U.S. give vaccine shots for Americans? Reggie Mack, no. And that's on the us.travel.gov site. They'll tell you. You have to follow the protocol of the host country. Hey Calvin, how long would 10,000 last living your lifestyle? That's from the Dre Diggity show. You could live a year here, Dre, living my lifestyle. You know, and that's without missing any meals, living good, traveling someplace once a month, you know, eating good. It's just not expensive over here. The only thing that's going up and the government is stepping in is food. Food is skyrocketing. Chicken, pork. I mean, it's just ridiculous, guys, the food. It's on a level here with the United States. Jason Kincaid says, more travel vlogs, please. They are great. Money, save up for more trips. Hey, thanks, Jason, for the super chat. I appreciate you, man. You really give me some good ideas. Hey, Pan-African black men going their own way. Black men going their own way. A1 black man says, salute, Calvin, on your next top shelf drink for the brother who steps out front first. All right, brother. Appreciate that super chat, man. Thank you. Let me see. Let me go back here. He says, hey, Cal. Sorry. This is from Travis Coutura. Says, hey, Calvin. Sorry to be morbid. Is there still a veterans cemetery for expats to use? Yes. In Manila. And I'm going to suggest strongly that if you come to Manila for any reason, man, that you visit that memorial, guys, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. I get kind of emotional when I talk about this, because if it were not for those guys, man, I wouldn't be here right now. You wouldn't be able to come over here to the Philippines. So we owe them a debt of gratitude, guys. I mean, really, they literally gave their lives, man, so we could be here. I don't take that lightly, man. So the realist says, what month do you recommend to go to avoid the high heat? The realist, that's easy. May. Don't come here in May, or you're gonna get cooked. I don't care if you blue, black, or you look like a white ghost. This sun is gonna fry you anyway. But if you come here in May, my God, you better come here with a air conditioner strapped on your back. It gets hot here in May. But I love the hot weather, man. I'm gonna tell you, I love it. Really, I do. I love the hot weather. Let me hook up my charger. I brought my charger with me today. He said, will the Philippines be open for business by March 31st? Well, May 31st. Well, anything, over here in the Philippines, I'm not gonna lie to you. Remember I told you, expect the unexpected. I'm gonna, anything could happen, but they're saying the second half of 2021. That's what we're looking at, guys. Clayton Murray said hot. Yeah, it's hot. I don't care who you are. You come over here in May, you better be ready. Juan Hernandez says, how was I able to retire to the Philippines in my 40s? Well, hell, I was 55. I'm 57 now. I'll be 58 in May, and I'm a retired insurance agent. And one great thing about insurance is you get a renewal on your sales. As long as the client keeps the insurance, starting that 13th month, you get a percentage of the premium. And I was an insurance agent for 18 years, and I was able to build up a nice renewal. So I retired. I said, to hell with all that running, ripping and running and all that. See, Sam Llewellyn says, Calvin, Duterte need to put you on payroll. You are a great ambassador from USA. I predict that once the borders open, Philippines will experience a population explosion. I'm going to agree with you. A population boom because of expats. That's a fact. But Sam, let me tell you, this place is so vast. And I was talking to my buddy Sal in Chicago, because he asked me the same thing. He said, man, do you think we're going to be stumbling over each other when we get to the Philippines? No. This place is so vast and so spread out. At its peak in 2019, with tourists, you hardly see anybody, man. I mean, unless you go to some place like Bohol, or Boracay, or one of those big tourist spots, you just don't see it. It's too spread out. And then if you do see too many for your liking, hell, just get on a plane. You can buy a plane ticket for $40 or $50 and go somewhere else. PM says, what's the coolest weather month here? It starts getting cool around November. Somewhere between November and February. But you got to realize cool over here is like 75. To be honest with you. Because the average temperature here is 82 all year round. All right. A man uses says, is vaccine mandatory for tourists? Oh, I'm pretty sure it is, as it will be in most developing countries. Like I said, the Philippines is going to implement that vaccine passport. So, yeah, you're going to need that, guys, to get around. Hey, thanks, Cedric Earl, for that super sticker, man. I really appreciate it. SEAC777. Hey, Brother Calvin. I'm planning on retiring in 3 years and moving to the fields to start a missionary with my wife. Man, that's great. Juan Hernandez Jr. says there's over 1,000 islands, right? Wrong. It's about 7,641 today. They say 2,000 is occupied. The Dre Diggy Show says, do you have any other form of passive income? Nothing other than what I get from YouTube. And I tell you what, I'm not going to quit my second job, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to quit my day job. Calvin, we should do a collab with my good friend Big Head. Hey, Jordan, that sounds good, brother. I appreciate it. Mr. Guzman, hey, what's up, Cal? Thank you for your videos and all your hard work, giving us this awesome advice. Hey, thank you, man. I'm going to tell you, well, my viewers and subscribers, I'm nuts. And the reason I started my channel was for regular Joes like myself. You know, all that fancy stuff they got, drones flying over everywhere. I mean, that's nice, man, but I want people to get a real glimpse of the real Philippines. And the real Philippines is good enough. I don't have to build it up. And when you get over here, you will see. I mean, you're seeing it now. Hey, Raymond, I can't pronounce your name, man. I apologize. It makes me so mad when I look at it. Hey, Freddie Sanders, thanks for that super sticker. What's his name? It's Ramos Lambert. He said, man, I live in the deep south, so 85 degrees sounds great compared to 110 degree humidity. Yeah, that's what you're going to get in May. You're going to get about 40 Celsius over here. Cal Deadman, see, that's what I was trying to do already. He says, and that's a great idea. He says, let's all get together and start a male group in the Philippines. I think Cal's on to something here. Let's use our knowledge as expats to give back. Not only to give back, but to help each other, see, because Filipinos, not just Filipinos, they have support groups all around the world. Wherever a Filipino is, there's a support group. If something goes wrong, somebody's there to help them, get word back to the family, whatever it is. Yeah, Pan-African, I'm going to upgrade a lot of my equipment. I had no idea. It's my first time coming to Sapalai, that the breeze coming off this ocean was going to be the way it is. I love it, but it's not good for sound. Okay, he says, Mr. Vegas, Cal, you been to CDO and did it strike you as a good place to retire? Yeah, it's a nice place. I'm not going to lie to you. I enjoyed it. It's close proximity to Bukidnon, Camigan Island. They got that big Dole plantation up there. I think it's Dole plantation up there. So yeah, you're gonna like it there. You're gonna really like it. I'm not too familiar with Mindoro, Herman, but one of my friends, his wife is from Mindoro. Timothy Bright said, will you have a booklet on advice, visa, tours, info, etc.? Yes. And I'm behind schedule on this, on my Sunshine Shoulders. But I did do some writing last night. The real nitty-gritty handbook for first-time travelers to the Philippines. Clayton Murray said, Brown Sugar Beach, Sapalai. He says, but no sugar coating here. Hey, kids, keep it simple, survival. Thanks for all your good comments, man. What's going on? Oh, he says, try covering the mic with a towel. Well, hell, let me get a towel. Hit the thumbs up, guys. We got 200 people on here and 77, 78. Bill Pruitt said you should feel the wind on the north tip of Luzon. It's crazy. Yeah, I've seen some videos, Bill. You can't hardly even get off the boat. I'll get on it. Mike V said, Calvin, pick up a dead cat to protect against the wind. Mike Muff, yeah. Kiss says, I'm living a life. Thanks. If you're worried about the heat, move the baggie out. You'll need a jacket at night. A man, Eustace, says that. He's right. The Dre Diggity Show. Hey, Calvin, you should get with other expats that are in this community. Have them send you a boots on the ground video of where they're located and maybe share a video once a week. That's a great idea. You know, for some reason, I thought that this YouTube community would be a lot more close-knit. It's not, to be honest with you, and I don't understand why it isn't. But I thought that maybe it would be, but it's not. Herman says, keep up the good work. Watch out for worms with fur under the tree. Yeah, you're right. They've got some stuff over here, Herman. Let's see if they're still over here, guys, because Jason says, where's the women? It's a bunch of them, but I think that they left. No, they're over here. Let's see if they want to say anything to y'all. And remember, Filipinos are, I don't see them over here. They're gone, but you remember, they're very bashful, man. Roy Faulkner said, come on, guys, hit the like button. I agree with him. Juan says, because there are so many YouTubers, there are now slim pickings. But, you know, I wanted to just be a regular guy. You know, that's the problem with me. I want y'all to say hello to my audience. It's 202 people. This is part of the staff here. Everybody else went in. Dan O says, hey, Calvin, I finally get it. Let's see. He said, I finally get to travel to the Philippines. What is the #1 thing you would want me to bring you to say thanks for all the great advice? I tell you what, bring me a pack of, I don't want to offend anybody here, but wife beaters. That's what we call them. We call them wife beaters. You know, the tank top t-shirts, the white ones, extra large. Because I can't find them here. I have to wear a 3X over here, believe it or not. That's how small the sizes are over here. Yeah. Yeah, they call them wife beaters. And, you know, everybody's so politically correct in America now that you can't hardly say anything. Some YouTubers act like somebody gonna steal their viewers, like we don't watch 10 or 12 channels. Absolutely. I mean, you're right, a man uses. I mean, it's so ridiculous. I don't understand it. I thought they'd be, it's a community, really. I don't care what kind of material you have. The choo-choo said a trailer park tuxedo. Y'all got jokes, boy, I tell you. Hey, thanks, Pan African. I appreciate it, man. You know, people are so, I've heard on other channels that they wanted to collab with me or whatever, but they never reached out, so, you know, I'm not going to push it. Calvin sees YouTube as a community and others see it as a business. Who is this? Yeah, I mean, I really do see it as, it is a community. Jason Kincaid, you're right, but I don't know, it's crazy. You know, I'm not competing with anybody. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Your viewers are your viewers. But I don't know what's going on with my oh, that Teespring is so difficult for me to deal with. He says, Calvin, when your Teespring going to be selling shirts? I'm going. If I could ever get that thing figured out, a man, uh, a man, a man uses. This guy says tsunami's heading your way. I see it. Well, I tell you what, they've got a tsunami sign down here too. I don't know why my charger's not working. It's crazy. Let me see if I can get it fixed over here. Plug this and plug it back for some reason. I don't know why it's not charging. Here, just pull this out. Pull this out and pull it back. Just pull it out. Pull it out. Put it in this one. Yeah, see, it's not charging. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it is. It is now. It is. Oh, okay, it is. Calvin has it to order clothes and... Let's see, what's he saying? He said, Calvin has it to order clothes and things from the States and have direct ship. Well, probably going to cost you a fortune. And then you got to pay customs and all that. See, what you would want to do is to get what's called a ballot buying box and send it to yourself, or have somebody over there send it. Hey, Ramos Lambert, thank you for that super chat. He says it's pronounced Ramos Lambert, but not holding it against you. My high school team made it known because of King Ramses. Oh, okay. Ramus. Oh, okay. Ramus Lambert. Okay. It got caught shorter over the years, then I chose to use it. Okay. Sorry, brother. Ramus Lambert. Thank you for that correction, brother. Choo-choo, my next trip to the Philippines, I'm going to get a picture of me next to your portrait at the Sorry store. Man, that shocked me. I'm going to tell you, that was a great picture, too, that guy did. Everlinda Bryant says, wife beaters are great. If we can travel this year, we'll bring you the shirt. Has a lot of that can in Baclaran and Divisoria. Oh, wow, really? But see, my problem is the sizes. I've got to wear a 3X here, and I just wear a XL in American sizes. But in the Philippines, I wear a 3X, imagine. The shirt I got on now is small, but this is a 2X. Oh my God. Cal Dedman says Filipino P is wearing more swimsuits now to attract viewers. Really? AJ Ackley, thank you, brother, for that super sickle. He said, Calvin, give me your address. See if I can help you with some upper body G-string. I will, brother. We're friends on Facebook. Message me on my Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page. I'll give you my address, brother. Let's see what this is a good question. He says, Frank Ellis said, how many storms do you get a year in St. Carlos? Not many. We don't get a lot of storms here. I mean, in St. Carlos, not severe storms anyhow. You know, we don't get typhoons or anything like that. I think, according to John's girlfriend, they had one typhoon in the last 25 years. But it rains a lot, and they do get some flooding. Yeah, I'm shocked about the Filipino P. I thought she was giving you guys nitty gritty. Same with SPG. Don't get me wrong; they are nice to look at, but some guys might get the wrong impression. I still follow though. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked. You know, Sal says yes, it's going to cost the U.S. charges you, and then once the package arrives, the Philippines charges you. That's right, Sal. And that's one thing you got to be careful of when you send in. But if you send a ballot buy-in box over here, it's going to save you a lot of money. It's usually a flat rate, something like $59, $79. Mr. Vegas said Filipino peas are solid 4 or nothing more. I tell you what, when you get over here, if you're looking for women, it's all shapes, sizes, colors. Whatever you're looking for is over here if you're looking for women. I don't want to sound shallow, but I mean, 95% of my viewers are men. And 100% of y'all are coming over here to meet a woman. So sometimes I got to keep it real. But, this isn't your grandfather's Philippines anymore, guys. I'm going to tell you. He says, guys go nuts for pee. I don't get it. I guess everybody has their own little flavor, their own taste. And that's the good thing about the Philippines. But I'm going to tell you, these women over here now, man, they're shapely now. They're not thin anymore. Yeah, see, she's not right on that. I don't know why a lot of people push that narrative. I've got a video on my channel. It's called, and where I address that. It's an old, tired myth that, Filipinos prefer white men, but so what? I mean, let's give them that. Everybody has their own preferences, guys, but there's about 55 million women over here. Boom J says our ballot band boxes, yeah, they come over here all the time. I mean, they're popular. That's the popular way that people send things to their families or to themselves over here. But yeah, I mean, this is boots on the ground information I'm gonna give you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. A Filipino's gonna want somebody that's gonna treat them good. They're gonna deal with your character, man. Y'all don't realize the women over here at this resort right here that I'm in right now, this resort, they won't even fool with foreigners. You know why? Because of all the stuff that they've seen over here and the way that foreigners mistreat the Filipinos over here now. Maxwell says, Sunshine showed us how frequent and how long are your brownouts. They're about once a month. And sometimes, man, they get up to 12 hours long. And I tell you what, it can be a deal breaker when you first come over here. Especially if you're coming from the Western countries, man, it's a deal breaker. Okay, yeah, simple fire stick tutorial. That's a great idea. He said, Calvin, can you add your address to the description so people can send you ballot band box or email? Yeah, that's a great suggestion. I don't know why my daggone charger's screwing up. I mean, I've got a fresh charger. Okay, let's see. Yeah, my daggone charger. Oh, there. Now. Okay. Yeah, brownouts and CR. Yeah, they call them brownouts here, not blackouts. It can be a deal breaker for a lot of people, man. When you first experience it, man, you're going to feel like pulling your hair out. You see, I'm bald now. When I came over here, I had an afro. Because, man, it's nothing like, in the daytime, there's no storm, there's no nothing. The government just decides to kill the switch. And there's never any explanation for it, man. You just be sitting there enjoying the air conditioning, and then it goes off, and next thing you know, you sweating. And that's the hardest thing about it. There's no explanation, guys. He said, Brother Calvin, Dennis Williams says, let the brothers know that they have a lot of transvestites that look just as beautiful as any beautiful Filipino woman. You must be extremely careful. Dennis Williams, you're correct. But always do your due diligence with these women, man. I mean, you can tell a woman from a man, though. I don't care what they look like in the face and body. Guys, Tell them to stick their arm out like this. A man's arm is going to be straight. A woman's arm is going to have that bend at the elbow. 100% of the time. I don't care if you can't tell here, if you can't tell by the fingers and the feet. Trust me, when you go like this, tell them to put their hand out like that. You'll see my arm is straight, guys. A woman's arm, tell her to put it out there. It's going to bend. It's going to go in at that elbow. But you really need to, check that, because a guy just got out of prison here, a Marine, for killing I think it's extreme to kill him. But that's what he did. They got drunk. They went back somewhere up in English City, somewhere along the Pampanga area. Yeah, definitely the shoulders. And they got back to the hotel, found out it's a man. He kills the young lady. And I think that's Clayton. Mary says, I understand the man is a pair of nuts. Yeah, that's what I mean. Do your due diligence, but some of them do look good. But see, most of them over here, they can't afford the hormones, so they're just a man with long hair. Really, what they look like to me. They don't really look that. But if you go around English City, Manila, Cebu, those places like that, Dumaguete, I'm pretty sure you're gonna find out. Don Davis 42 said, explain the differences in sexual behavior norms in the Philippines. Well, Filipinos, they're gonna hide it. On the surface, they look conservative and laid back, but really, you've heard that expression. They're really the quintessential lady in the streets, freak in the sheets. 100% of the time. I don't care that you can say, hey, I'm not generalizing. You're generalizing. No, I'm not. Okay, I've got some experience over here, 12 years experience, I'm going to tell you. And if they're into you, you can, just, watch out. I've got a video on my channel. It's called Filipinos Are Widow Makers. And I'm going to tell you, because they're not going to tell you no. If they're your woman and you're all together and you're a couple, they're never going to say no. Even if you want to do it 5, 6, 7 times a day, they're never going to say no. The difference in America is, they're going to show you everything. In the Western countries, they show you everything up front. There's nothing left to be desired. See, over here, they leave a lot to be desired, and you get a real surprise, a pleasant surprise when you get them in the bedroom. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with, like I said, I don't knock, homosexuals, gays, or whatever, they're just human beings, really, to me. Pan-African black men going their own way. A number A1 black man says, like in most third world countries with electric utility. Yeah, these brownouts here, guys, get ready for them. But if you're just here for 2 or 3 weeks, a month, you're staying at the Airbnb, you're staying at the hotel, you don't have to worry about it because they're going to have a generator. But if you're an expat here or you staying with your girlfriend, yeah, it's going to hit you, and it's going to hit you hard. And the first time it does, you will never forget it. You'll never forget it. You're going to hate it. You're going to curse. You're going to kick. You're going to scream. I mean, you're sitting there watching a ball game. Everything just goes out. Ian Musk says, have you ever tried Bulalo? Absolutely, it's delicious. One of my favorite dishes. They've got a place in Zamboanga City, Zamboanga City down in Mindanao. It's known throughout the Philippines for this Bulalo. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's very delicious. Yeah, I have. I don't try the exotic stuff. I haven't tried balut and different things like that. I won't try that. Because one thing Filipinos, they do respect you for saying no, for being your authentic self. Don't come over here trying to fit in. You're going to get sick or something's going to happen to you. If you don't like something, just say no. If you don't want to go somewhere, just say no. I'm not comfortable. If you don't want to be around somebody, just say no, I'm not comfortable. And they'll understand it. Joe T says, what's my favorite Filipino food? I have a lot, but I like the chicken and, what do you call it? Bean sprouts. It's delicious. They grow their bean sprouts out of, a bean sprout and a moon bean are the same thing. And man, you get them fresh when they're white, and you cook them right, season them right, then you saute that chicken and you pour it over the chicken. It's delicious. Yeah, you dirty puppy. Say no and pet your stomach. I say the word for full over here is basug. You say basug lasug. I'm real full, Yeah, Dennis Williams said, brothers don't believe the hype about Filipinos being attracted to only white men. I was there in the 80s. Remember, I'm telling you guys, they just want a good man. They want somebody that's going to take care of them, that's not going to mistreat them. Because as you see, I've got 3 children over here. I've never had less than an 8. I mean, if you want to be shallow and do that kind of stuff. John Max III says, can you lease land if you're not a Philippine citizen? Yes, you can lease land up to 50 years, 25 years, and then renew it. But yeah, you're not going to have any problem. I don't care what color you are, because Filipinos, they're not shallow. They want money. They want somebody who's going to take care of them like a lot of other women. Okay? But your color's not going to be a turnoff to all of them. Yeah, some people have preferences just like you have your preferences. Some guys like thin women. Some guys like chubby women. Some guys like me. I would prefer an athletic shaped woman that takes care of herself, works out, that sort of thing. Choo Choo said nothing wrong with lady boys, but when you're expecting a ham and somebody gives you spam, you crazy. But I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, Karan Tucker says, I've tried balut. My best way to describe the taste is it tastes like the smell of a smelly gym sock, but the dipping sauce that comes with it is mind-blowing good. They make good dipping sauce over here, but I just can't get, my man plays tricks on me with that balut because it's really the embryo. That's why they sell it at night. They don't want you to look at it. You're supposed to eat it in the dark, because you can't eat that thing looking at it. I guarantee you can't do it. You can't do it. And you bite off that head and the bones and yeah, all of that. No, I can't deal with that. Cal Deadman says, if you get a haircut, expect a massage. Oh, man. I hope you're talking about the real haircut. But yeah, they do give you a massage over here with your haircut. But the quality of the massages in the Philippines have went way down in the last few years, because it's like janitorial services and what else do they? And lawn care services over in America. They see everybody doing it and they think, oh, I can do it. So now it's just a bunch of women just rubbing oil on you, really. I mean, when I first came here in 2009, 2010, man, for $5 you could get a 2-hour, you get a 1-hour massage, man. I mean, a good one. But now you got to look around. Cal Devin says, you know what I'm talking about. Boom J said, yeah, it's nasty and ugly looking. Yeah, I can't do it. Bill Pruitt said, if you're lucky enough to catch a good Filipino, expect to deal with extreme jealousy. Oh my God. My girlfriend gets jealous at the music. If I say, oh, that music gets my day started good and makes me feel good, she gets mad at the music. She gets jealous. Yeah, they're extremely jealous. Um, Calvin, I heard you mention your girlfriend. You plan on marrying. To be honest with you, she's probably watching this. I can't answer that right now. Omar saying hello from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, man. Right now, it's not in the works, man. You know, I don't sugarcoat. I'm going to give you the nitty gritty because uh, actually, I'm still married. You know, we've been separated for 2 years, almost 2 years. We haven't got the divorce yet. And from where I sit now, you know, Filipinos are very beautiful women, but they're hard to deal with from a Western perspective, man. See, we were together for 10 years, me and my soon-to-be ex-wife. Uh, it's just a lot of cultural differences that you have to uh, get over. But they're easy to get along with, though. They're not confrontational. There's something totally different from what you're dealing with in your country. If I get married again, um, it'll be to a Filipina. It wouldn't be to nobody else. Because I just don't, you know, I don't want the stress and all that goes along with that stuff. Curtis H. says divorce is more difficult in the Philippines. If you're a Filipino, yes. But if you're an American, no. Just go home. Really, that's all you have to do. Yeah, Mr. Vegas said jealous of music. Yeah, I listen to classical music out loud every day. She would hate me. One-Eyed Jack says don't do it. Cal Deadman says, Cal, how are your internet speeds? I know when I was in Cebu, it was only like 6. Yeah, Maxwell. But now, in San Carlos, they go up to 20. But in Cebu and Manila and those places like that, they can reach up to 100 now. They've got fiber over here. Remember, guys, I always remind you that the Philippines was one of the fastest growing economies in all of Asia before this pandemic. I mean, trust me, man, in 2009 when I came here, you could cross the street blindfolded. Now you try to cross the street, you're going to get run over, man. Everybody's got cars, everybody's got motorcycles. I mean, the middle class was growing. Joe T said divorce doesn't exist in the Philippines. Yeah, for Filipinos now, remember, if you go home, you can file for divorce from your Filipino wife in your home country. But if you're going to live here, yeah, you'd have to get an annulment. Frank Ellis said, believe me, you don't need to be married, player. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you know, I would think, you know, real hard on that before I would do it again. You know, because you always go into a marriage thinking this is going to be my last marriage. You know, I was married to an American woman, a sister, for 18 years, man. And, you know, one thing that bothers me, whether it's America or in the Philippines, is women just walk away so easy. It's like, it's as if you never were married. It's like all those years of sacrifice and everything don't mean anything. And that's what kind of turned me against marriage. I'm like, wow, you ain't even gonna fight for your marriage? You just gonna, is it that easy? You're just gonna walk away and that's it? So, you know, I'm really thinking I would think real strong about that. John Welton says, I have one pet peeve. They don't put toilet paper in the mall bathrooms. Well, look at my Jordan rules. If you go and stay with your Filipina, she's not going to have none in your house either unless you bring it in there. That's the truth. They use that bidet over here and they use that little dipper. It don't work on me. I don't know. I can't do it. I've got at least, but see, here's one thing I do use now. I use soap and water. And that works a lot better than toilet paper because toilet paper doesn't get you all the way clean, you know. And see, remember on my Jordan rules, the only person who washes my underwear is the woman I'm with. I don't send my underwear out for to let nobody wash my underwear because it may be something left in back there. See, um, simple frost dictatorial said our toilet seats. That's because Filipinos, they squat on the toilet. They're smart, man. I'm gonna tell you, you can learn some stuff over here. Imagine the germs that's on the toilet seat. Hey, thanks, Brian Smith, for the super chat. He says, I love your channel, man. Keep up the work. Thank you, man. I'm nothing without my subscribers, my viewers and subscribers, though. He said, don't plan to sit down either. But they're smart, man. You can learn a lot over here. It's going to look strange, but I tell you what, man, I haven't sat down on a toilet seat in a long time. And when you squat like that, and this is, you can research this, it's true. It comes out better. Yeah, you dirty puppy, see? He says squat for bowel cleaning, fat, canals. You're right, see? He took the words out of my mouth. That's a natural way to poop, he says. Joe T said that's why Filipinos carry their man purse to keep the toilet paper. But yeah, everybody over here carries that man purse. Because the guy said, should I carry a wallet over here? And I said, no, I would carry that man purse over here. Jason Kincaid says you have daylight savings time over here. Now, we don't have that over here. But right now, see, Jason, instead of me being 13 hours ahead of the East Coast, I'll be 12 hours ahead of the East Coast. Choo-choo says you have to bring it with you. Normally, there's a person in the bathroom that will give you some. Yeah, but it's not enough, man. They'll give you one or two of the cheapest toilet paper ever. And then go to a restaurant. They give you just the smallest napkins in the world. That's what I call them. They'll take a regular napkin, they'll cut it in half, and they'll make 4 pieces out of it. Yeah, that's true about the daylight saving times. He says, one at Jack says 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. For the most part all year rise and set. That's true. Joe T said, squatting is a natural way to poop the kids at the pool. Dennis Williams, brother Calvin, instant girlfriend in the Philippines once you get off the plane. You have one for real. Yeah, that's true. I talk about the girlfriend experience, and it's unique over here. I'm talking about the real girlfriend experience. Filipinos, see, they're so natural. They don't have a lot of the distractions. I'm sorry, moving my hands and stuff, that we have in the West, so they can see right through you. So the minute you get off the plane, I don't care how long you've been dealing with her, chatting with her, whatever, she's gonna act as if you have a history together. Like you've known each other for your entire life, and man, is that a good feeling. The first time I experienced it, I was shocked. I was like, what is she wanting? But every last one of them, it does that. I mean, everything from the bedroom to washing your clothes to everything. It's like you've been together for 10 years. Yeah, it's not true. He says his girlfriend told him that it changes from daylight savings time. No. Now see, the girlfriend experience in the Philippines is different than the girlfriend experience in Thailand, guys. It's totally different. It's the real girlfriend experience over here, is what I'm saying. She's going to act naturally as if you have a history together, that you've known each other for a long time. I mean, everything. She's gonna, it's true. One at Jack said, no one meets me at the airport ever. That's great advice too, because I'm gonna tell you something. And I tell guys that all the time. When you meet a woman at the airport here, you're stuck with her for the rest of the time. You don't want to have a angry Filipino on your hands over here for your 2 weeks, for your month, or whatever it is. Joseph Fox said, quick question, would you feel safe living in Zamboanga for a month, 6 months? I did, and I felt safe, yes. Zamboanga has that dark cloud hanging over his head, that insurgency of 2013, but they got a lot of military, a lot of police there. The people are wonderful, I'm going to tell you. It's a lot to do there, and you'll feel safe. I met quite a few foreigners, white and black there, and no one's going to bother you. Muslims and Catholics live side by side. And remember, they're Filipinos first before they're Muslims or Catholics, so they're going to treat you good. But yeah, go on there. You don't have any problems. But don't go to Baziland. Don't go to Holo Salu. Don't go to Tawi Tawi. Or you could be asking for trouble. Yeah, guys, hit the like button before I get off here. I've got about 3.5 minutes left. Knowledge Sincere says, where should I stay for the month I'm visiting? I would say start out in, Cebu. If you like Luzon, then start out Manila. I say Cebu because of the warm welcome you're going to receive. Not only that, but the proximity to so many other different islands and different destinations. You're about a 45-minute flight from Boracay, about a 45-minute flight to Palawan, about a 45-minute flight to Mindanao. I mean, you're just so close. Bohol, Dumaguete. Yeah, Knowledge Sincere said, I've heard a lot about Cebu, and it's probably good. Yeah, Cebu is good. That was the only thing I did right on my first trip. Pesos conversion good for US dollars, Calvin. Yeah, right now it's 48.49 pesos to the dollar. Now, when I came here in 2018, for good and all, it was almost 54. But because of the pandemic, guys, that's why. They don't need the dollar right now. There's not enough importing and exporting normal. But as it gets closer and closer to this thing opening up, you're going to see the dollar shoot back up. I promise you there. Joe T says, any soul food there? Yes. Go to Angeles City, Pampanga, Olongapo, where a lot of brothers live. They got it going on up there. Ian Musk says Cebu has lots of beautiful and sweet women. And he's a Filipino. He's telling y'all this. I already told you that they do. Because Cebu is like the center of the Visayas region. Everybody comes there looking for jobs from the provinces, different places. They're beautiful, man. Leighton says Davao a good place to go for a first time. Absolutely. Watch my video. Davao's the number 3. Number 3 spot to go. Calvin, have you ever considered the Airbnb business? You've been, let's see what he says. Well, you guys are reading my mind today. I mean it. You seem like an awesome host. Thank you. That's one of the, I've already did the video. I just got to upload it. 5 ways foreigners can earn a living in the Philippines. And subleasing is one. Sort of like an Airbnb type of business. But every business that I'm going to talk about tells you to target the tourist, target the foreigner. Those are the ones that bring the money over here, okay? But yeah, you guys are reading my man today. But hey guys, I got about 45 seconds left. Thank you so much for your super chats. Thank you so much. Let's hit the thumbs up. Let's see if we can get to 200 before we get over. Hey Don Johnson, thank you for the super chat. I'm late getting here. Hope all is well. He says, how's the Wi-Fi service there? It depends on where you live. Where I am now, I'm using my my data, Don. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. Wow, 268 people. We're at 182, guys. Pan-African, thank you again, brother. I appreciate you. Maxwell says, when's the next live chat? Let's see. Today is Sunday. It'll be, so it's Saturday your time. So it would be Monday night your time at 8:30. said, let's destroy the thumbs up. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Enjoyed it, brother. Jacob, thank you, man, for all your help, all your emails, brother. Calvin, yeah, I am, brother. Good idea. Not only that, but I'm going to also cover this, the cell phone networks in debt, because it's tricky here. Depending on where you go, depends on what service you need. Hey, Chuck, thank you, Chuck Shell, for that super chat. I told my girlfriend in the Philippines to stop complaining about being poor, having to constantly borrow money, or I would block her. It's been a week, and I haven't heard from her since. That's a red flag, man. Because Filipinos, they just don't, they're very proud. You know, and I'm not generalizing, man, but most Filipinos, they will not ask you for 1 penny, man, I promise you. But they expect you to take care of them, but they won't ask you for it, okay? Choo-choo, you definitely have the places to go right. Thank you. You know, for first-timers, guys, remember, that list is not the best of the Philippines. It's not the best tourist destinations or anything like that. It's just my list for first-time visitors, okay? Hey, Wells Family Journey, thanks too, man. He said subscribe to Patreon. Let's get that boots on the ground. That's right. Subscribe to my Patreon channel, guys. I give some information there. I'm just now really getting the hang of it over there. Thank you so much. Joe T, keep the dome shiny. Hey, I got that last night. That's one thing my girlfriend does. She shaves my head. Mr. Vega said, did Ricky and his girl split? Did anyone hear anything? I didn't hear anything. People pick on Ricky, but I'm going to tell you, man, he's like the granddaddy of all this vlogging stuff, man. I got big respect for him. I don't know him personally. I don't know about his history and all that stuff, guys. I'm just telling you that I got respect for people on this YouTube community, man, because it's not easy, guys. You think it's easy, try it and see it's not. Don Johnson says, are they shocked that you can make loot on YouTube and other channels? Who? Is who shocked? Well, I tell you what, YouTube has changed their rules so dramatically, man. I tell you, that it discourages a new person from even trying. Okay? It used to be they paid you from day one, but now you have to have 1,000 subscribers, at least 1,000 subscribers. But here's the big part. The 4,000 watch time hours, not minutes, hours, man. That's hard to do. You know, I would tell anybody, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of here. Hey, thanks, Simple Fire Stick Tutorial. Thank you so much, man, for that super chat. He said, keep the great content going. I am, man. The Philippines, you can never run out of content. But if you are new or want to do vlogging on YouTube, make a video every day. Keep making videos, because I'm going to tell you, once you get close to reaching the plateau, YouTube is going to push you out there. But if you don't have any content for people, they're just going to see you and go the other way. So if you're new, even though nobody's watching, man, trust me, man, 7 months ago, if you'd have told me I would have over 13,000 subscribers, it happened quicker than I ever dreamed of it happening. But this I knew. You got to pay the dues up front. You got to pay it in full and up front. I was making videos and no one was watching, man. 50 people, 75. Thank you so much for that super chat, Demizi 626. He said, I like your commentary, sir. Thank you. But start making videos. Make at least one video every day. If you can't sacrifice 15, 20 minutes a day to build your YouTube, man, you might as well just don't do it, because they've made it tough on you guys. I'm telling you now. Okay? So you got to have some type of content waiting. when you, hey, thanks you dirty puppy for that super sticker, man. I appreciate it. One-Eyed Jack said, love you vloggers, I could never do it. It's not easy, man. We make it look easy. Everlinda Brand says, if a Filipino asks you for money, block her. Yeah, it's true. She's telling you the truth, man. Filipinos and Filipinas now, we're not asking you for money. But to my would-be vloggers, start making videos, make them every day. You need content. And as you make the videos, you're going to get better, guys. The realist said vlogging is hard work. Yeah, it is. And then you got to hope and pray that people can relate to you. That's what keeps me humble. I'm telling you. I had nothing to do with, you guys coming. I just pushed my content out there, hoping and praying it would grab hold to people. And that's all you can do, So thank you so much. If you're in America and beyond, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please help somebody. If you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's about 11 o'clock, you got the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. There's no excuse not to find somebody here. There's millions and millions of people who need help here. Thank you, Kona Ranger. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time. Thank you guys, super chats for the 200 likes, for joining me today. I'll see you Monday night. Take care.